know? Just really.
We don't even know.
It's just us like hanging out and then talking to people. It's really nothing.
Last time we talked to Brian Cage about food.
Yeah, because like what is cheat meals? Because he doesn't, he doesn't look like he eats bad food. He's talking about cheat meals.
But he does something right.
Right.
I don't know what it is. He does something.
Maybe it's the cheat meal.
I think cookies might just be my absolute favorite, just because they're so easy and you just want to eat all of them. They're not that rich. Like I'll eat a whole cheesecake and I'll feel so sick. But you eat like a package of cookies.
So we're here with a man who needs no introduction. This is Matt Hardy. Matt.
You introduced him anyway.
I did.
See what he did there?
Yeah.
Slipped it in there, right?
Slipping in there.
She called me out on it.
I did.
In front of everybody.
A lot of unity here, guys.
Right.
All right.
So you wrestled our friend Brian Cage tonight.
Yes.
Get him back! Did you enjoy wrestling with Brian Cage?
Yes, I enjoyed wrestling him. It was a little fast-paced for my current style. You know, he's really go, go, go. He reminds me of a strong-style, young Japanese warrior who's all gassed up. That's what he reminds me of.
Wow.
Not that he is that, but that's just what he reminds me of. You know? Back to the day in Tokyo when it first broke in the 1800s.
Okay.
The 1800s.
And it sounds like a story.
It's legit.
I think I've
That's where I got it from.
I think I've heard a vet say that before. Like I started wrestling at 18, I was like, wait a minute. Like,
I got it from Pat Patterson.
Yeah.
He said it in French though.
Oh.
Comme vous pouvez voir, je me suis bien habillé pour tout le monde cette semaine.
We usually don't talk about wrestling on the show, so I don't even know why I opened with that.
Because that's what happened. We have to let them know.
I'll give you a topic. Let's roll with it.
Okay.
It's like $10,000 pyramid or $100,000 pyramid. It's probably $1 million pyramid now. It was to the 80s and 90s.
So you just spent some time in Las Vegas.
Yes.
And for a couple of Californians like me and Candice, like Vegas isn't really a vacation spot necessarily because we can make it like a weekend. We can be like tomorrow we can be like, hey, let's just go to Vegas, and we'll go to Vegas. So we don't really know like someone who doesn't live near Vegas, what kind of trip, like what are the things you need to see in Vegas when you don't live that close to it?
That's a good question. Like Vegas to you is like Myrtle Beach to me.
Right.
Myrtle Beach is like 2.5 hours from my house, so it's just like you just roll there. But I know Vegas is a little bit further. For me, going out to Vegas, I mean, I think it's a cool deal because it truly is a city that never sleeps. Like those casinos go nonstop, and people are in there nonstop, 24/7. You know, thinking they're going to win money and hit the lottery or whatever. But to me, I think there's just a lot of cool stuff entertainment-wise in Vegas. Like we were out there last week, we saw the Blue Man Group.
I love Blue Man
I dig
Group.
those guys.
I love
Very
it.
fan, seen them before. And also, I became a big fan of. What's the magician? It's funny. I just said I'm a big fan.
Penn and Teller?
Penn and Teller. Yes, I couldn't think of his name. Penn and Teller because I didn't know their act. I was familiar with them, but their act is so cool because it's more than just comedy. They also have like a lot of morals and principles and beliefs that they really really imply into their act.
Have you not seen that show?
But is that what it's like? It's like their show?
It is. It's a show, and the thing that's really cool about it that I thought, going out as performers, we're all entertainers, they go out and they go, okay, well, this is the deal. I'm sure you've seen this magic trick where they cut the lady in half, but there's something this much deeper, and they gotta open it up, like, and that's how they do it because they do this, but then they take the song, they accidentally cut her in half, and like guts come out. You know, so it's like they're revealing. It's like pro wrestling's greatest secrets revealed, but then they swerve you into another trick, and that was really cool. It's also they have a purpose, like stand up, like fuck the criminals. I don't know if we can cuss, like to hell with the criminals.
We can do that.
It's YouTube.
Whatever. So it's very cool. It's a fun show. I recommend it for anyone that is in entertainment business, but also very intellectual.
Nice. Vegas and watch some shows now.
I don't really go to the shows in Vegas because you know what I mean. Like it's always just like a turnaround trip for us. It's like
it's like
Vegas,
we'll go and
we'll spend the night and we'll come home the next day or whatever.
And in Vegas, it's just a unique city, like because it really is. It's like when you see like the old stories about like Babylon, the city that was evil. I mean, that's like what Vegas is in some modern day. You know, because just like anything you really want, good or bad, you can find in Vegas.
Absolutely.
And I've been there under both sets of circumstances. You know, so it's one of those things. It's a wild city. It's really unique, and someone that's a United States citizen should definitely go there and like spend some time and visit. It's something that you need to have to be culturally accepted in America nowadays.
But if you're not American, then maybe not such a good idea.
They all go to Amsterdam.
Oh, okay.
Same
Touche.
Now, you said spent like a little time there. Yeah, I know you wrestled there, but you spent a couple extra days there vacationing. Do you like to travel? Because me personally, I don't really like to travel because I think it's because we travel so much for work that like when I'm not doing it, I'm just like people always say like, oh, what do you do when you're not working? I'm like as little as possible, really, you know. And I don't want to pack a suitcase. I don't want to live in a hotel. So I'm not really much on traveling. So is that?
I'm not much on rushing, and the older I've got, like I remember when I loved wrestling so much, it was so exciting. I mean, because man, Jeff and I, the city we live in, our population in the city limits is still 278 people.
Oh my God.
In 2004, 278.
Oh my God.
I mean, we live on 120 acres. There's like not a neighbor nearby. Like if you hey, and, you know, no one can hear you. You know, it's like Reby was like. When she first came there, like I would have went to New York, like she's from Queens. If I would have went down a dark alley at 4 a.m., I'd be like, wow, this could be dangerous. I mean, she's worried about being out there like the zombie apocalypse is going to happen. It's too quiet.
No.
There's not noise and cops and you know what I mean? It's a really crazy scene. But the thing that it's so interesting to me is like once I got out and started traveling, I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. There's so much stuff out here. I saw New York and I saw Chicago and Los Angeles and Las Vegas and all these cities. But then as time goes on, you go, God, I really like home. You know, and that's why Jeff and I built our house like on family lands, 120 acres, and I love being there. I love not having to rush. I love, no pressure. Like I said, not packing a bag, and not like having to rush to get out of the hotel at 12:05 because they, that they're not, room service, or room cleaning. So it's one of those things. Like I'm like you. I enjoy being home. Housekeeping. Oh, come in here, housekeeping.
Join us.
Come on in. We're talking about everything. What about the zombie apocalypse in Cameron?
It's coming.
You think it's coming? Is it too
It's already
quiet?
here.
We're just talking about traveling and if, because like as wrestlers, like personally I don't really like traveling because we travel so much at the job that when I'm not, I just kind of want to be home.
Oh yeah.
So but some people love traveling, some people can't get enough of it, so. But I don't know if they do that for a living.
Yeah, exactly. And even traveling, like I would love to just one thing. I've never seen Stonehenge. I've been there a million. It feels like a million times. I've been there probably 50 times. Like working and wrestling and whatnot. But like I would love to be able to just like get in like a pod and like be zapped and show up in Stonehenge and like walk around. But the traveling is just such a headache and hassle. You know what I mean? Like I'd love to see it. I just don't want to have to take the time to get there. As far as that goes.
Even just booking the flights is just like
it's like all a hassle. Everything is. And I love nothing more like when we're at home now. So we're married October 5th, and it's just so. Thank you. It's so nice being. It's so nice being at home and like when there's like no pressure, you can sleep in, or you can go to the gym when you want to, or you can like go eat when you want to, or go watch a movie when you want to.
Sleeping and eating sounds lovely.
Yeah, it's so nice right now. We're gonna get to that pretty soon.
We'll wrap this up. Normally we film these before the show, but we were extremely late to the show, so it's after the show. So thank you guys for hanging out a little bit.
We've done that too. We're on 24 hours of no sleep.
Oh
We slept a little bit on the plane, but about 24 hours not sleeping.
Right.
And I still went out in the Japanese strong style gas up warrior and beat the shit out of him. It's fucked up what he did.
So okay, we'll wrap this up because
Yeah.
I'll bring up wrestling. Yeah, I know I said I wasn't gonna, but we were giving Drake a hard time about kind of marking out a little bit for
It
the
was very
seminar you guys
intriguing.
had, and then like he was kind of nervous about asking you to take a picture. He was kind of like waiting for his moment and stuff.
It was
So just to make Drake feel a little better.
Because he's holding the camera.
I will point out that when I started wrestling, because like obviously when you're watching wrestling as a fan and then you start wrestling, your favorites kind of change a little bit. And when I started wrestling like early in my career, a couple guys that I really took to that I watched on TV were Jamie Noble and you. And I actually made like Matt Hardy comp tapes that I still have, VHS comp tapes of like 2004, 2005 Matt Hardy stuff when you're doing your singles run on SmackDown. So and I still have those tapes. I still have VCR, and like sometimes when I want to watch wrestling, I pop in the Matt Hardy 2005 tape that I personally made.
Oh.
So that's my.
Do you want me to take a picture of you guys together?
We have video.
You just screenshot.
Video, just,
So I was just,
No, that's cool, man.
yeah, no, and so like I mean, I really legitimately enjoyed your stuff, especially when you start wrestling. You have a new appreciation for different things about wrestling. I really took to like your singles heel run SmackDown and V1 stuff, and like, it was just, I mean, I patterned a lot of the stuff I do I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but kind of the last stuff I do.
I'll take it. I'll take it as such.
You know, so that's my way to make up for Drake, for teasing Drake about working out.
But you know, it's like a never-ending circle, you know, because like it's the same thing with me. Like I remember when Macho Man was the first guy that made me like, oh, I love wrestling, you know. And they like once you know Jeff and I like tag teams and you know like as little kids, like honestly like our dream was to one day win the WWE tag titles one time. Anything past that was extra credit. So I mean we did all right, I think. And it's one of those things where once we you know saw these tag teams like the Rockers who were cool, you know like oh we could be like them, like be exciting, high flying, whatever. You know when they broke up and when the Hart Foundation broke up and Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, I made the same. I had tapes, I made the same thing. You know what I mean? Because it is like I think all people like when you're such a fan and you want to wrestle and you have that passion, it's like you're like okay where do I start? I have to find someone that's something that I can relate to in some way and kind of model yourself after them. And I think everyone does that. Then you kind of find your own way and become yourself. You know, you kind of grow from them. I mean, Macho Man, Bret, and Shawn are the guys that you know I kind of derived from.
It's very close to me too.
Yeah.
Very close, very similar.
It really is.
Thanks for hanging
Yes,
out.
thank you so much.
Go ahead and go and get some
Yes,
sleep.
thank you.
You guys want to sound real?
Bye.
Yeah.